Hey everyone, before we dive into this story, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more heartfelt tales like this one. When Marcus and I returned from our honeymoon, our home felt cozier than ever. His parents, Harper and Henry, had arranged a sweet welcome in the living room. Light bites, vibrant flowers, Harper's classic touch shining through. But it was Marcus's 80-year-old grandmother, my dear Nana-in-law, who truly brought the place to life. "Welcome home, darling," she said, hobbling from the hallway with her cane, her smile still sparkling with a hint of playfulness. "I brought your favorite sea salt toffee." I wrapped her in a gentle hug. "You remembered." I handed her a small hand-stitched pouch filled with lavender candies and a soft cotton scarf I'd crafted during the flight. "A little something for you." Her face glowed. "Your heart's woven with gold, Elise," she said. Marcus laughed softly beside me. "Told you she'd adore it." Then Sienna, Marcus's sister-in-law, Luke's wife, and the family's eldest daughter-in-law, swept in like she'd stepped out of a fashion shoot. Heels clicking, confidence radiating, clutching a stack of glossy envelopes. "Just dropping off Mom's birthday invites," she said airily, already halfway out the door. Harper called after her. "Oh, stay a moment. Elise and Marcus just got back." Sienna glanced at me, offering a tight smile that didn't touch her eyes. I reached into my bag and handed her a small gift from Santorini. She peeked inside. "Oh, like something from an airport shop," she said with a dry laugh, then added sharply, "And Elise, maybe don't call me Sienna anymore. We're sisters-in-law now, you know." I nodded, hiding the sting. "Sure." The door clicked shut behind her. Grandma shot me a knowing look. That one wears charm like a shield. I gave a faint smile and slipped into the kitchen to help Harper set the table. A few days later, we gathered at a local vineyard bistro for Harper's birthday lunch. Marcus's family spared no expense, prix-fixe menus, custom-placed cards, elegant centerpieces. I wasn't sure what to bring gift-wise, but when Sienna slid a pale pink box across the table, all eyes followed. Inside was a $1,000 Madison and Fifth handbag. Harper gasped, "Sienna, this is exquisite." Sienna flashed a dazzling smile. "We thought it'd match your style perfectly." Then Harper turned to me. "Elise, dear, did you bring something too?" I hesitated, then presented a package wrapped in floral paper with twine. Harper unwrapped it, revealing a mint green apron with satin trim. "Did you make this?" she asked. I nodded. "You once said aprons felt dowdy, so I designed one to suit you." A brief silence hung in the air. Then Harper's face lit up. "Elise, it's beautiful. And you remembered the color." Sienna chimed in, voice syrupy. "Wow, you're so crafty." "I'm almost jealous." Her smile was sweet, but her eyes were cold. I forced a smile and excused myself to the restroom. As I washed my hands, Sienna's reflection appeared in the mirror, leaning against the wall with a smirk. "You really thought a handmade apron could compete with my gift," she said. "It's cute. Middle school home EC cute." She fake gagged, pinching her nose. "Honestly, I might catch your taste if I stand too close." I stared, at a loss for words. She sauntered out. For weeks, she dodged me at family gatherings, tossing polite smiles in public and sharp jabs in private. I didn't speak up. Marcus said to let it go. But it was tough, especially when Sienna started visiting more often, particularly to see Grandma. My Nana-in-law was why I kept coming back. Her room at the end of the hall, with its soft blankets, dried flowers, and silver-framed photos, felt like a warm haven. We'd chat over tea, and those moments were my sanctuary. Then came a family gathering for a special announcement. Harper was radiant. "Luke and Sienna are expecting." Cheers erupted. Marcus slapped his brother's back. Harper hugged Sienna, who dabbed at her eyes with theatrical tears. "And one more thing," Sienna said softly. "We're thinking of moving in here after the baby arrives, just for a bit. We'd even renovate our treat." Henry frowned slightly. "That's kind, but wouldn't it feel crowded?" Sienna lowered her gaze. "We don't want to impose, but if it's about cost," Henry cut in gently, "if it's about affording a place, we're happy to help, right, Harper?" Harper nodded warmly. Sienna's lips curved upward. Later, in the kitchen washing teacups, Sienna leaned against the counter like she owned it. "Well, that went better than I planned," she purred. I turned. "Didn't even want to live here." Smells like cedar and bad choices. She leaned closer. It's sweet you think cozying up to Grandma will get you anywhere. You just don't fit this family. I gripped the mug tightly. Then she smirked. And to think, God gave me the first baby. Guess he knew who the real daughter-in-law is. I froze. Only Marcus and Grandma knew about my miscarriage. My hands went cold. How did you? I started. Sienna's smirk widened. Then Grandma appeared in the doorway, steady despite her cane. What's this whispering about? She asked. Sienna straightened. Oh, nothing, Nana. Grandma's gaze settled on me. Elise join me for tea? I whispered, of course. My pulse pounded as I followed her. Had she heard? In her cozy room, she locked the door and turned to me, eyes fierce. Is Sienna being cruel to you? I nodded before I could stop myself. She sat on her bed, patting the spot beside her. Tell me a story, she said, about a wolf in lipstick and pearls who thinks she's fooling everyone. She poured tea with calm precision, her voice softer than ever. Sienna's changed lately, she said, stirring honey. I've known women like her, sweet in public, sharp in private. I stayed silent. Last week, when you left, she thought I was asleep. Asked if I thought you'd ever belong in this family. I blinked. What did you say? What I'll tell you now. Family isn't about names or blood. It's about actions. And I know who's worth standing up for. I exhaled, tension easing. Tell me everything, she said. So I did, the bathroom jab, the mockery, the miscarriage comment, how she knew. Grandma's eyes turned steely. She's been listening at doors, probably right outside this one. She took my hand. Don't worry, dear. Leave it to me. Months later, Sienna gave birth to a healthy boy near her parents' home. Luke was overjoyed. Harper and Henry thrilled. I kept my distance but sent a gift with Marcus, a check for Luke and a separate package for Sienna's parents' house. A hand-stitched sky blue onesie with the baby's name in silver thread, Henry's touch for luck. I included a note explaining it all. A week passed, no response, no thank you. I let it slide, but Grandma didn't. She hasn't mentioned it, she asked one afternoon. I shook my head. Call her, she said, sitting beside me. I want to hear. I hesitated. Confront her. Tell her the truth, Grandma said, and make her speak it too. I dialed. Sienna answered on the third ring, voice sharp. What's this about? A thank you for that homemade thing? Seriously, she scoffed. I tossed it. Looked like craft fair scraps. Just send a stroller next time. I stayed calm. You threw it out? Yeah, she snapped. What was I supposed to do with that? Did you check inside? Silence. What? She asked. The note. The name Henry helped stitch. Her voice wavered. Wait, what? You didn't read it? I heard rustling, then her muffled voice. Mom, where's that bag I threw out? What bag? The baby thing. I thought it was junk. Sienna returned, breathless. Okay, Elise, maybe a mix-up. My mom must have tossed it. I'm sure it was nice. Grandma and Marcus listened on speaker. Could you make another? Sienna added, syrupy now. You called it garbage, I said. She laughed nervously. I didn't mean it. Luke would be crushed. Please. Grandma nodded. Fine, I said. For Henry. Thank you, Sienna whispered. As I hung up, Grandma called out. Harper, Henry, you heard? They stepped in, Harper pale, Henry grim. She threw out our gift, Harper said, stunned. And lied to cover it, Henry added. She's been playing us, Grandma said. But today she slipped. Days later, Sienna and Luke arrived with the baby. Everyone gathered, cooing over the newborn. Harper handed him a rattle. Marcus snapped photos. Sienna, acting as if nothing happened, held up the new onesie. Elise made this. Isn't it perfect? Harper's eyes narrowed. The stitching's even finer this time. Sienna laughed. Just luck, I guess. I caught Grandma's glance. She'd been silent all day. After dessert, she reached for the baby. May I? Sienna hesitated. Could you sanitize first? Just in case. The room froze. Grandma withdrew her hand, face calm. Marcus glanced at me. Harper started to speak, then stopped. Sienna cleared her throat. It's flu season, you know. Grandma's smile wasn't warm. Masks slip when you're not careful, Sienna. Sienna blinked. What? Just thinking aloud, Grandma said. Harper and Henry stayed quiet. Luke bounced the baby, clueless. Sienna's eyes darted to Grandma nervously. Later, on the porch, Grandma watched the stars, hands folded. "She won't stop twisting things," I said, sitting beside her. "I know," she replied. "Why didn't you say more?" She smiled. "Some truths need time to simmer. Tomorrow's my birthday." I tilted my head. "You're up to something." She just smiled. The next day, Sienna texted, "Hey, can you help cook for Nana's birthday? I'm swamped." I replied, "Sorry, Sienna, but no." She'd know it wasn't your cooking. Her typing dots appeared, then vanished. Grandma's birthday arrived, the dining room aglow with peach candles and eucalyptus. Luke carried in the baby seat, Sienna trailing with fancy white boxes tied in gold. "Smells amazing," she said, beaming. "I cooked all night." Marcus raised an eyebrow at me. I stayed silent. Grandma entered, wearing the blue cardigan I'd knit her, eyes twinkling. Sienna leaned forward. "Nana, I hope you love it all. I made your favorite rosemary chicken and sweet potatoes." Grandma tilted her head. "So thoughtful. You made it all yourself." Sienna nodded, posture perfect. "I try my best." We ate, delicious but clearly catered. No one said it until dessert. Sienna slid a silver box to Grandma. "A little something. Hope you'll wear it." Inside was a Paris-labeled cashmere shawl. "This looks pricey," Grandma said, "but too fancy for an old porch dweller like me. Could you return it for something simpler?" Sienna faltered. "Sure." Then Grandma's eyes sparkled. "You know the perfect gift? Move in with us." Silence. "I mean it," she continued. "I could enjoy your cooking daily. Right, Henry?" Henry coughed. "Nothing like home-cooked meals." Harper hid a smile. Sienna's throat bobbed. "Move in. We make a nursery," Grandma said sweetly. "Just keep cooking those meals." Luke grinned, missing the sarcasm. Sienna's voice cracked. "Actually, I didn't cook today. I ordered it all. Didn't want to let you down, Nana." Grandma leaned in. "You should have just said so." Sienna laughed nervously. "So, no moving in?" Grandma's smile sharpened. "That was a joke. But I'd rather you not come back if you can't be honest." Sienna stammered. Harper set her fork down. "She's right. You've lied, mocked Elise, disrespected Nana, and tossed out Henry's gift." Sienna turned to Luke. "You're just sitting there?" Luke's jaw tightened. "What did you throw out?" I opened my phone's audio folder. "Want to hear her call the baby gift garbage?" Sienna lunged, snatching my phone, nearly toppling a glass. The baby wailed. "What do you want from me?" she cried. "I'm not the monster here." Harper raised an eyebrow. "You had every chance to be kind. You chose control." Luke stood, rocking the baby. "You need to leave," he said quietly. Sienna stared, stunned. "You're siding with her?" "I'm siding with the person who didn't lie or trash my father's gift," he said. Harper handed Sienna her coat. "Go back to those who taught you cruelty is strength." Sienna looked around, met with silence, and left. Weeks later, Luke filed for divorce. Sienna moved to her parents, sending him passive-aggressive texts. Then please. Then threats, offering custody for cash. Her parents, ashamed, agreed to modest alimony. Luke met Anna, a nurse who loved baking and sought Grandma's gardening tips. Their son adored her. They settled nearby, close to Harper and Henry. Marcus and I stayed with his parents after Luke left. When I got pregnant again, Grandma helped me set up a nursery in the sunniest corner. We had twin girls, Lily and Jasmine, names Grandma chose. "Your name means flower," she said. "They should bloom from you." Now, on quiet evenings, Nana sits on the porch, a knitted blanket over her knees, sipping mint tea, watching the girls stack sand towers. They offer her dirt cakes or sand toffee, and she grins, delicious every time. Marcus once asked how I stayed so calm. "Because of Grandma," I said. "She's always there. Every stitch, every teacup, every hand holding mine through the worst. I watch her now, laughing with my daughters, and I pray she lives long, watching them grow."